Morning, folks. Here we go again with another good video from the Polish Pickle. I went shopping this morning looking for a rucksack that had an internal frame. Was not very pleased with what I saw, and those that I did see were so expensive they were out of line for me to buy. So I decided to make my own. I studied the rucksacks that were hanging on the wall and found out that the only thing that really makes an internal frame is a soft pad that runs up and down the back and a hard outer edge of the whole thing, which keeps it pretty well centered because it's locked inside. So I decided to make my own. Try it, see what happened. Learned a lot of this melting of PVC pipe from Dave Canterbury. I thank you, Dave. So I went out and spent a total of $2.31 at Lowe's and bought myself 10-foot section of half-inch PVC. Now this is the thin wall, make it lighter. I'm not putting any stress on it, with the exception of being inside a rucksack. I bought a T for the middle, which I never did use. Oops. And I bought 4 90-degree elbows for the bottom. Now you all know when you heat this stuff, it bends pretty easy. I only used about half. I bought a 10-foot section, and as you can see, there's about 5 foot left. I could make 2 of them, and I have 2 rucksacks, so it worked out pretty good for me. What I did was heated them up on my vise, but used a little trick to make sure they stayed exactly where I wanted them to be when I melted them or when I heated them up. I didn't melt them when I heated them up. And this is my trick. After heating them, getting them to move and bend and melt, I sprayed them immediately where I wanted them. Now, cool water out of the sink immediately hardened it enough that it wouldn't move anymore. And I found that when I was melting this and I go to pick the whole thing up, that the arm would actually move down by itself. So while it was still in the vise, after I melted it where I wanted it, I sprayed it. Took another 30 seconds. When I pulled it out, it stayed exactly where I wanted it. I did all the measurement of the rucksack. The biggest reason, I guess, and I'm going to turn around here in a second and show you what I'm talking about. The biggest reason I wanted to have an internal rucksack was because of where this thing lays. Now I just lowered a little bit so the top of the rucksack doesn't bug my neck. But as you can see, the bottom of it right here would bang on the butt. After 2-3 hours of walking, you start getting real sore back there. As Luke says, ride it high on your back. Well, riding it high on your back would bring this part of the rucksack into your neck. And then you'd start getting blisters on your neck. You get a sore neck after a while. So I was trying to find a happy medium. So I took my PVC pipe, took it to my vise with my heat gun, or hair dryer if you want, and melted my own internal pack frame. Very simple. One piece of 5 foot fit inside mine. There's my 2 elbows. And I'm going to show you what this does to my rucksack. I take you outside and put this thing in. So let me set up the camera outside. There's what it looks like. And I've already had it in, pulled it back out again. Very comfortable. Let me set you up outside. Okay, we're outside. Got a little makeshift table set up, so bring it up high enough. Have me in the picture. Of course, you don't want to see me, but taking this off. And as you can see, the back of this is set up real nice. There's plenty of airflow down the middle. So even with the internal brace on it, I still have the airflow plus the padding. A little tight to get in, but once it's in, it stays where you put it. Of course, all the measurement was done I made mine extra tight. As you can see, it's rough going in. But once it's in, it's going to stay there. Now, as you can see, it's out of the way. It goes all the way to the bottom back, which is right here. You can see the hardness of the 90-degree elbow right there. Now, if you'll check the back, you'll see this rides well above my belt line, right at where it wouldn't fall anymore and cause problems on my butt. It's right where they belong. Very, very sturdy. I'm very, very happy with it. It's very comfortable. As I said, those pads in the back, plenty of air going up and down, keeping you cool. And the padding is right lined up with the shoulder blades. So the neck brace, as you can see, pulled it away from here just by straightening it up in the back. And the whole thing cost me $2.31. So I hope you enjoyed this. Maybe you can make one for yourself. Take a regular knapsack and make your own internal frame. Try it. You might like it. Thanks for watching. Okay, wanted to show you one more thing. I've got it fully packed and it's very comfortable. The plastic PVC is not hitting me. It rides higher. It's right on my belt line, right at the kidney where it belongs. It's very comfortable. I'm completely packed with everything in it, including my water jugs on the side. I've got my GPS down below. I've got emergency supplies in the pack, food. I'm ready for an overnighter. Stay strong, patient, and trust your journey. Thank you.